Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I've got a more personal commentary for you because it's a health update. And to be honest with you, my health is not very great at the moment. That's why I decided to include the webcam up here where the radar would normally be. But while you're just watching me play, I figured the radar was not that important since what's going to happen is going to happen anyway, and it's not like you need to see it in the future. The gun that I'm using is the FAD with a silencer, and the shotgun attachment also have akimbo magnums as my secondary. I'm running off the grid and steady aim. I think I'm also running ready up, and that's about it, maybe a flashbang or something. And it's kind of weird, but this is an in-depth gameplay that didn't quite make the cut because I was studying the viability of steady aim on the FAD since it's kind of a close-range spray gun, in some extents anyway. And this is kind of one of those in-depth gameplays that you wouldn't normally see on the episode, but since I'm being honest with you and I was also in a great deal of pain while getting this gameplay, I thought that it would be very relevant to the topic of the commentary, which is my health, but I do end up going 17-2, so it does turn out to be pretty good. But yeah, I was hurting pretty bad while I got this gameplay, not nearly as bad as I would be hurting later. I thought I was hurting bad here. The funny thing about pain is that it forces very concise and practical thinking out of people. The more you hurt, the more efficiently you want to do something, the faster you want to do something, the less BS you want to have going on. And I have found that when in a moderate amount of pain, it actually helps me think, oh hey dog, you need to stay down there. I'm doing commentary right now. And it is sometimes the opposite effects when dealing with people. When you're in a lot of pain and you have to deal with a frustrating person, you usually get angry and do something illogical, whereas when you're by yourself, you tend to make very pragmatic and, let's say, efficient types of decisions. And I wanted to tell you that, well, what happened to me is kind of silly. It was caused by a sedentary lifestyle, i.e. Call of Duty, and exacerbated by gamer fitness through all the lifting and running around I did. I have a herniated disc in my lower spine. That means the disc in between my spinal cords. I was actually looking around for something that I could maybe use as a prop, but I don't have anything that's appropriate. Has bulged out to the side and is swelling, and it's dragged part of my spinal cord with it, and it's pinching my sciatic nerve. If you don't know what this is, it's known as sciatica. It's considered to be an extremely painful type of disorder. It doesn't physically cause you harm, like it won't paralyze you or won't, cause my leg to rot off or anything, but it does give you quite a good deal of nerve pain. I'm feeling it right now while I'm doing this commentary because sitting is one of the more painful things to do. And the pain is moderate to severe. I have a moderate to severe herniation. I am going to go see a neurologist on Monday. The doctor that I talked to said that my prognosis is good, that 95% of people do heal within, 2, 3, 6 months sometimes. However, the method of healing is going to be pain relievers, muscle relaxers, which decrease the swelling, or pretty much any kind of anti-inflammatory, and lots of very, very painful physical therapy. So I've got a fun couple of months coming up because I don't really like the painkillers. They kind of counteract every little good thing that I get going on from being in pain, and when I take them I kind of think like a zombie and slur my words, and I can't talk very well, which is not good for a commentator, so I'm trying to do without. I also have issues with doing drugs, the addictive kind in general, so I'm going to do without as much as I can, but not a superhero. I do take them to make me go to sleep at night. Problem number 2, which you probably don't see from the webcam, was caused by a sillier thing. When I went to Houston for the Microsoft launch party, I left my facial cream behind. And you're thinking, what kind of ridiculous metrosexual nonsense is this? Well, what you don't see on my face as much now, and probably not because I made it small, is that I have a pretty bad form of eczema on the better part of my face, and I have a special type of face cream that has hydrocortisone in it, which is a steroid, and that makes my face feel wonderful and look normal. But if you've been taking a steroid on your face for a long time, and then you leave it behind and you don't have any more, and they don't sell it in stores, and there's nowhere to get it, and you go for about a week without it, well, your face is not going to be looking so great. It's actually going to be looking very, very bad. And that's where I've been for a while, so my face hurts a lot. It's red, it's itchy, ashy, and I feel like I have fire ants stinging it for the better part of the day. So I've got 2 minor, not physically detrimental injuries, but very, very painful ones that I'm working on. So I'm in quite a bit of hurt here, and you're probably wondering, well, what does this mean for in-depth? Are you going to wait it all out? Are you going to go full recovery or what? Well, and I like gaming, and it's both my job. So what you're going to see is probably, I'm going to say, shorter videos, or the in-depth videos won't come quite as long because I have to sit down for a long time to master a weapon on in-depth. I mean, an in-depth usually takes at least half a day, if not more, to master the weapon, which I simply don't have time for now. But I can do more personal commentaries like this one. I probably will do. I have an I wonder anytime that I can just sit down and talk and think about things and go through. You might see some vlogs, actually, me and the dog, me and the wife. I don't know what exactly is going on. But that's what I'm going to be working on. But that doesn't mean a lack of quality. I intend to continue to do very high quality videos for you, as many as possible, and what I do gain from the pain is very precise thinking and lots of time to plan. So the in-depths that you do see will be very well planned, very well thought out, and very well good, so it might not be quite as soon. And lastly, I'll just skip to the webcam here for the end. For me, for once, for the first time, the grind is real. I never really liked this saying, I'm going on the grind, I'm on the grind, I'm going to grind this out, I'm going to grind Ghost. And I never thought that was appropriate because I always enjoyed playing the game that I was playing. I enjoyed playing Ghost. I enjoyed playing Black Ops 2, believe it or not. MW3 was probably more of a grind for me. I had some lag problems in that game. But I've always enjoyed gaming, but for the first time it's actually painful for me to play video games. So in the first time ever, it's real for me to sit down and grind out a game or two. I have a very short time limit before I have to get up and go away. But I still have a passion for gaming. I still enjoy gaming, even if it, wasn't my job or anything. I would probably still do this because even though I'm hurting really bad, I think to myself, well, what do I want to do? Do I want to watch TV? No, not really. Do I want to read a book? Maybe for a little bit. What I really want to get on, I want to play Call of Duty. I want to play Battlefield. I want to play Dead Rising. I want to use my Xbox One, and that's what I want to do. So for the first time, I have to very much so pace myself. But I want to continue doing this. I like making videos, and it's fun for me. So no matter how bad it hurts or how bad it feels, I'm going to find a way to try and bring something really good and entertaining to this channel, and hopefully educational as well. That's about it for the commentary. I went a little bit overboard past the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.